Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today I'm going to get into a Pisces reading, alright? It's going to be for Pisces, January 9th to the 16th. And I'm not doing readings exactly the way I was before, so doing the exact same type of reading for every sign for that week. I'm going to be doing readings differently according to the sign, according to the energy, and according to what I think I want to pull. So today we're going to start off with the soft deck. I'm going to pull one card for this reading to see what is the crux of the issue here. Although I am doing a weekly love outlook. This is a connection into a relationship that Pisces has with someone in their life. I had a feeling before I started reading that there is a particular lesson or message here or challenge, and I'm going to pull that from this deck, and then we're going to get into the other cards for your person. Show me what's going on for Pisces this week. In this reading, January 9th to the 16th. Show me what's going on. Show me. All right, Hanged Man. There we have it. So, Hanged Man is all about inspiration, right? Being stuck. You're stuck somewhere, you want inspiration to come in. The Hanged Man is about sort of having that, let's get this focus for you. Right. A lot of times Hangman is interpreted as being stuck energy, being unable to move. That's not entirely the interpretation of this card. And the Hangman is more about sort of just being allowed to sort of languish in the status quo. He can move if he desires to, but he kind of just languishes. Why? Because he's uninspired. And at some point, inspiration will come in and force him to sort of, he'll wake up and be like, oh my God, why have I been wasting all this time? And that's really very much how inspiration works, right? Inspiration comes in, I'm going to put this over here. Inspiration comes in for us and reminds us that there's time and there's a life to live, right? And, you know, there's no better way to live it than now and to get on with it and to make that effort, right? But you need to be inspired to do that. And so the Hangman very much is a card that, when it comes in, it really indicates that inspiration is coming in or has come in, and you are about to sort of look at the world anew. All right, let's get into the Pisces. What is going on with you and your person this week? Show me. Pisces, January 9th to 16th. Relationship outlook. Connection with someone. Show me what's going on. Show me. January 9th to 16th. Pisces. All right. Pisces, your person's coming in as Two of Swords, undecided, and you are Three of Pentacles. All right. They see you as a Nine of Pentacles and you see them as death. They desire Prince of Pentacles, you desire Six of Wands. And what needs to happen here is the King of Pentacles, and for you, Three of Cups. So interesting, right away, your person has a lot of Pentacles energy. You might be dealing with somebody who is generally very sort of preoccupied with the material world, preoccupied sort of with finances, money, things like that, the tangible side of life. Doesn't even necessarily have to be finances or money, but just the tangible side of life, right? The grounded, earthy side of life, what can be touched and what can be sort of like physically explained, right? Bottom of the deck, we have Three of Wands. So this is your third three showing up. Let's get her focused. There we go. Three of Wands. And interesting, right? Because you also have, for you, Pisces, Three of Pentacles and Three of Cups. So what is going on here? Right, what's going on here? Let me get right into your person is Two of Swords and your Three of Pentacles here. So they're really kind of undecided right now. Your person is coming into the week with a real feeling of being undecided. They may even be feeling like they're being pressured into a situation or pressured into a decision. Two of Swords oftentimes is a land of indecision, right? But it's much more about finding a balance, right? So Two of Swords energy just reminds us that especially when we are stuck, when we can't make a decision between two seemingly absolutely equal options, and yet we know we need both of them in our lives, then we have to find a third solution, and that's balance. For you, it's Three of Pentacles, Pisces. So Three of Pentacles is like you're coming into this week really sort of being much more active. It's interesting, Hanged Man and Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is about building. It's about building on, you got to remember, Two of Pentacles is change and flux, right? So you can't really build much when you're juggling. When you're juggling multiple jobs, you don't know, where you're going to land. You don't know the longevity. You don't know how long it's going to work out. From one minute to the next, you may have to leave one job and start another job just to keep your sustainability and your sort of basis, right, together. When that slows down, when that quiets down and that flux stops, right, then you finally are able to build. And that's why Three of Pentacles is that next step. It's that next step of being able to sort of build on everything you've gone through up until now and start to create a sense of stability. It's being able to begin to reach out to others and talk to others and work in cooperation with others. So you're starting to reach out in a very physical way and make connections with people. Certainly, this is the energy you're coming into the week with, Three of Pentacles. Now, that could actually be physically, or that could be in some manifest way, right? Because it is a Pentacles energy, and it feels like some manifest sort of way in terms of money or working or bringing production, or how shall I put it, sort of physically manifesting in your life, right? What you do, what you desire to do, whether it's creative or whether it's for work or what have you, right? Certainly talking more with other people and interacting more with other people, especially if you're someone who's used to doing your work in solitude. Three of Pentacles is also indicating that you're coming this week into a period where you're not going to be doing that so much. You're going to be reaching out. Now, Nine of Pentacles and Death, that's how you see each other. Your person sees you as Nine of Pentacles. It's very ambitious. That's someone who is almost separated from others by their ambition. Nine of Pentacles is someone who works very hard and has quite a lot of, I want to say, abundance, quite a lot of success beginning to come in right now. But that success also can really isolate and separate you from those around you. Now, this could, this is really in a position of how they are seeing you, but it could also be in a lot of ways, almost like in a vice versa way. Like they see your connection, you in their life, is making them much more acutely aware of how alienated they are from the world around them by virtue of their status, right? So you might be dealing with somebody who has a very high status. But in any case, this is generally, Nine of Pentacles energy is what you are sort of rousing up in them, right? And again, this could be you too. Now, you're seeing them as death. You're seeing them, when you see them, you see a loss, right? There's a loss of something. There's a death of something. And again, what is that all about? It could also be that something about them is making you much more aware of, I want to say, what is not in your life, or what is missing in your life, or a transformation that requires a moving away in your life from something to another thing. Could also be actual sort of separation and loss that has come in, that is somehow, you are somehow associating with this person. So they may be reminding you of a loss, or they may be somebody who was there when you were going through a particular loss, because when you see that, you see them, and when you're interacting with them, them this week, you are being reminded of this loss. You're being reminded of this as a word death, because death is the same as loss. It's the same as the ending of something, right? The losing of something, the losing of a connection of something. Now, what do you both desire? For you, you're desiring a sense of victory and confidence to come in. There's sense, I want to say almost a sense of recognition. And it could be from this individual. Again, this Two of Swords makes me feel like they're being very cagey and undecisive about an answer or a decision they need to make. And for you, it feels very much like you really desire a win here, and a public win, and a win that it's kind of like you're the one, and almost a feeling of they picked me rather than this, or I am being picked, or I am having the vindication, or I am having the victory that I really sort of desire, I want to say, right, in this connection, right? There's a victory desired in this connection, but it's a public victory. And so this is interesting. There could be a feeling of one person wanting to know, you having other people in your life that you want to know about this connection, or in some kind of way there may be a feeling here of wanting to sort of broadcast this connection or sort of advertise, and that gives a feeling of having sort of won, again, a feeling of vindication here. And again, this is not going to be for all Pisces. Now, your person desires Prince of Pentacles energy. So they're desiring a very sort of, again, let's get back to the Pentacles, right? They want in this relationship to be able to sort of point to very tangible sort of progresses, tangible things that say, oh, we are together, or we are this, or we are that, right? Because Prince of Pentacles is all about sort of the little task-orientated work, right? The little the nitty-gritty, right? The itty-bitty details. And then again, also in a very manifest way. So for them to desire Prince of Pentacles, it's almost like they're desiring to sort of tit for tat with you in some very real way. This could be work-related. It could be that you guys may do some kind of work together, or your person is wanting you to do some kind of work together. It just feels to me like it's a very sort of, I want to say, actual physical, tactile back and forth that they're wanting with you somehow, right? You know, you do this, I do that. You do this, I do that. You do this, I do that. Let's live together. I do the shopping, you do the cooking. I do you know what I mean? That's what it's feeling like to me. And again, it feels like your person is very much somebody who's like rooted and grounded almost in ritual, almost in sort of material ritual, like sort of, you know, what you do, like this is the way we live, this is the way we eat dinner, and this is how our relationship is, and this is how we move forward, you know, in a very, it feels to me like somebody who almost makes a relationship almost transactional. Right? They have a very transactional way of looking at a relationship, right? And very sort of physical, tangible, you know, you do this and I see the return from it. So it's very interesting. You may just be dealing with somebody who just is not able to go as far into sort of that emotional, mental, psychic side. Now, what needs to happen, King of Pentacles? For them, they really need to feel success. They need to feel in charge. Right? King of Pentacles is someone who is successful. They are a benefactor. They are the King of Pentacles. They're a king of manifestation. They're in charge. They have a sense of authority. They definitely are the ones who hold the purse strings. They're the ones who hold the money, the investment. They're the ones who make the decisions about how we're going to move forward, right? How we maintain our stability and our material wealth, right? So the King of Pentacles is very much extremely experienced, I was going to say, extremely experienced in manifesting wealth and abundance, because that is the way he thinks. He thinks very transactionally because he's the King of Pentacles. And so your person really needs to have that. They need to have a feeling of being in charge and on top when it comes to the wealth, when it comes to the finance. And for you, Three of Cups, you are desiring, this is now the third three, we had Three of Wands, but for you, Pisces, your desire, desire is Six of Wands, but what needs to happen is Three of Cups. And Three of Cups is, it's friendship, right? What needs to happen is a real friendship. Again, and then I think I want to say here in this connection, with all of this, what's necessary is that you can truly be friends with this person, that there's a real friendship here. For you, this is what is required. It can also be for you, Three of Cups, that you really need to socialize, to be able to socialize with friends and talk with friends and interact with friends. There is a component here of like a community sharing element that needs to happen for you. Again, with death, if they're reminding you of death, Three of Cups could also be a kind of a therapy that you may be having or desiring from your peers, from your friend group, right? To cope, I guess, with some of these, pretty intense energies, because death, again, this person is reminding you of a loss in some way, right? And yet there is a connection here, and yet there is a transactional desire to keep interacting with each other. So this Three of Cups talks to advice from friends, interacting with friends, also reestablishing loyalty and bonds, reestablishing friendships. So it's almost kind of like going back and doubling down on the basics, doubling down on sort of the, I want to say, the stability of a relationship, which is very much the stability of a strong friendship that then turns into a relationship. Again, can also be the stability of talking with friends, engaging with your friends, your community, your small friend community, if it's small or big. But it feels very much Three of Cups oftentimes like that friend community that is your tribe, and that can be oftentimes just a few people, right? But in any case, that reaffirming of bonds and trust and loyalty, and maybe even helping you to sort of refocus, right? Again, Hangman is the lesson here, and so inspiration is coming in to move you. Three of Wands, also here we are talking about sort of with Three of Wands, again, loyalty and connection and bonding. But with the Three of Wands, there's also this need to sort of wait for a minute. Let us wait and see what is coming, right? There is information that needs to come in. There is messages that need to come in. You need to know a little bit more of what's going on. And I think that this kind of works hand in hand with that Three of Cups also, in the sense that the messages to help, the added information or whatever it is that you're getting from your family, your tribe, your friend group here will be the information that is required to come in. Three of Wands is also the card for patience, right? Card for virtue in tarot, patience being the best virtue of them all, right? So let's get some clarifiers. Pisces, see what your clarifiers say. I want to clarify that death card first. Clarify that death card for me for Pisces. What is the loss that you're sensing here with this individual? Show me what's going on. Show me that death card. Clarify for me, Pisces. Page of Swords, right? Confidence, fear of losing them. There may be a fear of losing them. There may be a fear that, just general negativity, right? Because that's what Page of Swords reminds us that, sometimes it's our own brains that just make us think negatively. We don't have the confidence. It reminds us that our psyche oftentimes can be our worst enemy. And so you have to be very active at fighting negativity. You have to be active at fighting negative thoughts. So it feels to me very much also like death could be that this person is reminding you of somebody you've lost in a relationship before, or they're certainly, there's a fear here, and the fear is very much to do, I want to say, with loss, and the fear is also to do with the sense that you are not good enough, smart enough, clever enough, that somehow your ideas won't work, and it really, this is, I want to say, it's about self-esteem here. This is really very much about self-esteem. Clarify for me that Two of Swords for your person. Show me Two of Swords. What's the decision? Why are they feeling like they are in a land of indecision for Pisces? Show me that Two of Swords. So, again, Seven of Swords, right? Oh, so Seven of Swords has come out over that Two of Swords. So they have dealt with some people being quite treacherous with them, I want to say. Right, so your person has dealt with underhanded tactics. They've dealt with people who've been sort of thieves in the night. They've stolen from them. They've been treacherous. There's been a sense of futility here as well. Maybe, continually making the wrong decision, maybe when it comes to relationships or it comes to people or trusting people. And so Two of Swords, there's an indecision here of not wanting to go one way or the other because of that. So your person is dealing with that. And that might be why they are making it, there's a decision here that needs to be made or that's been put to them. them or that they want to make that's being difficult to make for them, because they are also still very much thinking about, you know, the last time they got burnt by someone, or the last time they kept on with a situation that was futile because the other person they were dealing with was not quite, you know, honest, or they were being treacherous in some kind of way, underhanded in some kind of way. Yeah, they're just being very, very careful. They just don't want to make the same sort of mistakes over and over. Definitely a feeling that they have gone through a period before of someone either stabbing them in the back or, you know, just taking from them, right? Seven of Swords is very much someone who takes from you. They are the thief in the night. So there's a take that, you know, that's a very specific thing that they've had to deal with. Somebody has taken some, especially when we have all these pentacles. They may also be worried with money issues, right? They may be concerned about somebody sort of right, taking their money, or this relationship somehow underhandedly or undermining their financial stability. Okay, so clarify for me those Three of Cups for my lovely Pisces. Clarify those Three of Cups. Show me. All right, Eight of Wands. So there's a confusion here, right? So Three of Cups again, going to your friends, your tribe, your group to get answers to some of the confusing elements of this connection here. And so Eight of Wands is talking about really putting brakes on, right? Putting boundaries in place. And I think that that's what your friends or your tribe are going to be telling you, Pisces. Eight of Wands, right? Again, that, you know, Eight of Wands is all about just too much coming in. It's my viral card. And sometimes what ends up happening with Eight of Wands, you just got to be like, whoa, I'm putting boundaries in. I'm just not ready just yet for all of this that is coming in, right? So there's advice here. There's advice here. There's, I want to say, not so much even advice, but there's reaffirmation coming in from your tribe. Again, Three of Cups, from those that you are loyal to, those that you trust, that right now there may be a lot of like mixed messages coming in with the Eight of Wands. And so you may need to sort of put some boundaries in place and really get to a place where the emotional connection and exchange is jiving with the messages, with the mental, with what they're saying to you. Sometimes people tell you one thing and you can tell in their emotions and that their energy that they have a completely different vibe. And that's very much at the heart of Eight of Wands, when people just come into you with so many mixed energies, wanting a piece of you, that oftentimes you begin to become overwhelmed. Sometimes it can be a little bit of an energy suck as well. And so you really need to put those boundaries in. All right, my lovely Pisces, this is it. I'm going to leave it at that. This is your reading for January 9th to the 16th. I hope you did enjoy it. I will be coming back later, either tonight with some more readings or tomorrow again, changing up my channel, not just doing the straight, you know, love connection readings for all 12 signs. I'm going to be reading for the signs that I feel are calling to me that day, and I'll tap into them today. It was all about Leo, Capricorn, and Pisces. All right, guys, I love you so much. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Especially hit that notification bell so you can know when I'm uploading my next video. But for right now, I'm going to say have a wonderful week. And I'll see you at the next Bow and Arrow Tarot Outlook. Bye-bye.